Ni hao, I'm Janine Paula Sabado. So this video is all about the land, religion, people, currency, dynasties, inventions, Chinese zodiac, language, and influences in the Philippines. The land. As we can see in the map, China is located in East Asia, known as People's Republic of China. Its vast area of more than 3,690,000 square miles make the China the third largest country in the world after Russia and Canada. China shares a land border of about 21,260 km with 14 countries, namely Russia, Mongolia, Laos, North Korea, Vietnam, Burma, India, Bhutan, Nepal, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Tajikistan, Kyrgyzstan, and Kazakhstan. So there are three major rivers in China, namely Yangtze, Huanghe, and Zhejiang. The Yangtze is the longest river in Asia. It is 3,400 miles and is considered the world's fourth longest. The Huanghe are traditionally referred as China's sorrow because throughout Chinese history, it has periodically devastated large areas by flooding. Zhejiang is the most important river of southern China. It has a discharge 3 times as great as that of Huanghe. Next is religion. Traditionally, the major religions of China were Confucianism, Buddhism, and Taoism. Confucianism was found based on the teaching of Confucius, the greatest philosopher and the most influential teacher of China. So, Mencius was a Chinese Confucian philosopher who has often been described as second sage. Taoism was founded by Lao Tzu. His teachings are found in the book, The Way of Virtue. He believed that man can find lasting happiness if he possesses humility, calmness, and patience. Buddhism reached China from India. The Chinese accepted the new religion because they found no conflict between it and Confucianism. Because of the Buddhist influence, beautiful temples were erected. They are called pagodas. People. China is a multiracial state in which the Han ethnic Chinese constitute nearly 92% of its total population, while the remaining 8% belong to some smaller ethnic groups. Next is currency. The Chinese unit of currency is the yuan or renminbi. The banking system is completely under government control. The People's Bank of China is the central financial institution and the sole source of currency issue. So let's move to dynasties. Here are some of the dynasties and their contributions. First is Shang or Yin dynasty. The first dynasty which lasted for some 500 years, so dito na-develop yung Chinese writing system. Second is Zhou dynasty. Saw the rise of Chinese philosophers including Confucius, Lao Tzu, and Mencius. Third is Qin or Qin dynasty. Marked the building of the Great Wall by Shi Huangdi to keep the Tartars out of North China. Fourth is Han dynasty. Saw the rise of Confucianism, Buddhism, and Taoism. Fifth is Tang dynasty. Contributed great achievements in poetry and painting. Sixth is Song dynasty. So dito naman, ang unang paggamit ng gunpowder for military purposes. Chinese armies use rockets as weapons. Tinawag nila itong arrows or arrows of fire. 7 is Yuan dynasty. It is the Mongol dynasty under Genghis Khan, and his grandson Kublai Khan completed what they call the Kess of China and ended the Song dynasty. Last is Manchu or Qing dynasty. It is the last dynasty in China's recorded history. Inventions. Here are some inventions of China. Chinese zodiac. The Chinese zodiac consists of a 12-year cycle, each year of which is named after a different animal that imparts distinct characteristics to its year. So here are the 12 animals in following orders. Language. There are 2 elements to the Chinese language. The written language based on individual symbols or combinations of strokes called characters, and the spoken language which comprises a dozen major different spoken dialects. In the late 1950s, Pinyin was developed in China. The official spoken language is Putonghua or standard speech, also known as Mandarin, which is the dialect of North China. Influences and impact of the Chinese in Philippine life. The Spaniards called the Chinese traders Sanglias, who established settlements in the country and became the backbone of the Spanish colonial economy. The Chinese have made significant contributions to Philippine socio-economic history and culture. These are some of the contributions. So that's all. Thank you and God bless.